Before you believe the loud captions, listen to this. Farrah Fawcett's name still pulls huge reactions, and the internet knows it. So it uses dramatic words like, goes bare to grab your attention fast. Watch the video till the end, because the last part is the real reason her image still has power. And it's not what most people think. Let's start with a simple truth. Farrah became one of the most recognizable faces of her time. Her hair, her smile, and her bright energy were everywhere. That kind of fame turns a person into a symbol. And once someone becomes a symbol, the public stops seeing them as a full human being. They start collecting images like trophies, sharing rumors like facts, and repeating headlines without thinking. When you see "pictures don't lie" style captions, you should be careful. Pictures can lie in a lot of ways. They can be edited, they can be posted without context. They can be old but shared as new. They can be cropped to change the meaning. And they can be paired with a caption that is meant to trigger you, not inform you. That's why we're keeping this respectful and smart. We're not here to push anything private or explicit. We're here to talk about how these claims spread and what they ignore. Farrah had plenty of public photos that became famous for a reason. They captured a certain mood, a kind of joy and confidence that people wanted to feel. Those images were part of pop culture, and they were meant to be seen. But the internet sometimes tries to turn that into something darker, like the goal is to shock you instead of telling you anything real. That's when the story gets twisted. Here's what gets missed. Farrah didn't want to be known for only one kind of image. She worked hard to show range and depth. She took on serious roles and made choices that pushed against the box people wanted to put her in. That takes courage because when you're famous, people try to freeze you in one version forever. Stay the same, they say, without saying it. But she didn't stay the same. She grew. Another thing people forget is that fame in that era worked differently. Photos were controlled by studios, magazines, and big media. Image was a job. Sometimes stars had more power, sometimes they had less. So when you see old images today, it helps to ask, who created this? And what was it made for? That simple question clears up a lot of confusion. Now let's talk about the rare photos chase. The internet loves the word rare because it makes people feel like they're finding hidden treasure. But often, rare just means less shared, not secret. It could be a public event photo, a behind-the-scenes shot, or a magazine image that isn't reposted every day. There's nothing wrong with enjoying public history. The problem is when people push past respect and act like the goal is to find something more extreme. And that leads to the bigger issue, how we talk about women. Even now, people judge women for being confident, for aging, for changing, for existing. They praise and shame in the same breath. And a name like Farrah's becomes a target for that behavior because she's an icon. Some people feel they can say anything because she's famous, but fame is not a free pass for disrespect. Now, stay with me, because here's the part most videos skip. Farrah's real legacy is not about bare claims or shock captions. It's about how she became a cultural moment and then fought to be more than that moment. She was not just an image. She was a person navigating pressure, expectations, and constant attention. When you remember that, you stop seeing her as a headline and start seeing her as a full story. So the next time you see a dramatic post, don't let it control the conversation. Choose context. Choose respect. Choose the bigger picture. If you want more videos that tell the real stories behind famous names without crossing lines, like the video, subscribe and comment who you want next. And share this with someone who only knows Farrah from headlines, because the full story is always better than the bait.